Let me just make sure it's picking up a noise. What's up?
It always happens. Okay, anyways, so I am Bwee.
I am PT.
Yeah. So, pretty much, we haven't really uploaded anything onto our channel, so
we're gonna do a little commentary.
Yeah, like it's been over a week, so we figured a commentary was something we could do.
Right. Oh, and before we get this going, just really quick,
yeah.
I'm preemptively knowing that the background gameplay is going to be this Killzone thing. I'm playing in bot zone, and I don't really do good at first because I hadn't played in a while, so yeah.
Alright. Anyways, so this is actually just going to be me telling a story. And
right. And he came over to my house just now. He's like, I want to do a commentary.
Yeah.
So he hasn't told me this story yet. So
yeah, and so, I wanted this to be like the best it could possibly be.
Right.
Because, yeah. So anyways, our friends are out. They're in North Carolina, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, do you want to start off the story?
I mean, how do I start?
We're with what happened to you today.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just because we were talking, it has something to do with this. This isn't like a huge deal, but so my mom told me she was 99% sure she saw my friend riding his bike down the block with like some other people. She said like like a group of 3 riding their bikes down the block, and I was like, Mom, he's in North Carolina, and she's like, no, I'm almost positive it was him. And then my brother said the same thing later, and he didn't even hear the conversation with my mom. He's just like, oh, I saw your friend riding his bike. And I'm like, it wasn't him. He's in North Carolina. And I texted them, and they're like, yeah, we're still in North Carolina. So that was weird, but whatever. So then apparently...
Yeah. So I told my mom that story because I thought that was kind of funny and weird.
Right.
And and I was thinking about that, and I'm like, that's really weird because yesterday, when we were recording this, yesterday was the 4th of July.
Right.
And I was with other friends, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up coming home at like 10 o'clock, and it was like dark and whatnot. And their house lights are on. And their house lights haven't been on like the time that they've been
see, because
gone.
I theorized that perhaps it was like the stuff that like the timed lights, so people don't just break in. But then apparently, if they haven't been doing that, you can't like select it for a certain day.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
So I told that to my mom. She's like, yeah, their lights have been on for the past 2 days, and they've been gone for at least 5 by now.
Right. Yeah. No, they've been gone since the 28th.
Yeah. So even more than and it's like okay, So I'm like, all right, that's weird,
which is weird. Lights don't randomly just do that.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think about it, and weird things always happen when they go on vacation.
Continue.
Like
example.
Like for instance, their front door being wide open.
That's true.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Their front door was actually like they left, and 2 days later, their front door was wide open. There was nothing different in their house. Like it didn't look like somebody went through their house or anything.
Wait, was this when? Wait, what are they doing with the iguana? By the way, is anyone doing that stuff with that?
No, I don't think so.
They probably figured it out.
Yeah. But anyways,
a feeder. I was just curious if like maybe someone's going in there turning on the lights.
Well, I mean,
the iguana.
My little sister has to take care of their pets and their fish and stuff, but she doesn't turn on any lights.
Well, yeah,
she just goes in. She only turns on the lights when she goes in. She doesn't, and she's told me this.
Yeah.
So
she wouldn't keep them on.
Yeah. And then my mom's thinking, oh, maybe it's their next door neighbors, because the next door neighbors, they care about them,
Right. Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah. And and she's like explaining. She's like, oh yeah, like why would they leave their lights off?
Yeah.
Like people know that they aren't home, so he takes his key to their house and he just turns on a couple lights
and then just does it for the night.
Yeah. See, but the thing is, on my way coming here just now, their house is completely black.
Huh.
And there's a car missing. They're gone.
Yeah,
like they're not there.
The one that's never there when they're gone, right?
Yeah. Like their bigger car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gone. So.
Yeah, so they're definitely gone.
Yeah, no, so I'm pretty sure it's not them.
Right.
And in the past, their front door's been wide open, their back door has been open.
Yeah, it's been unlocked and stuff.
Yeah, and like slightly opened. Their basement light was on 2 days after they left. Remember that?
That's random.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't this year, right?
No, that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I actually do remember that now that you're talking about it.
Yeah.
But that was on during like the day too.
Yeah, no, it was on all day.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. That is weird, all this stuff that goes down when they're not here. Like,
Yeah.
their house is, like, living.
And, I don't know, I was talking to my mom about it. And then we looked over at their house, and it was still light out, because we went to a diner.
Right.
Just, like, me and my mom. And I looked over at it, and I was like, one of their room lights was on.
Right.
And then when we came back later, the room light was off, and there were downstairs lights on, and the hallway light upstairs was on.
That's random.
Yeah, so it was like, and I was like thinking about this, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on right now?
Lights are moving on and off, and...
Yeah, you know, I mean, because you figure that like somebody would just leave one light on, and it's not like, I mean, it seems like sometimes, I don't know, like my mom said that like, the hallway light wasn't on upstairs last time.
Yeah.
You know? So it doesn't really seem like there's much of a pattern to it. It's just like...
It's just like random lights that are going on.
And then she told me this story.
Oh, God.
So, like, a bunch of people have actually moved out of that house.
Right. Yeah, because these friends that live here, they moved here in, like, 3rd grade.
Yeah.
So, for our 3rd grade. So, you know, that was a while ago, but the point is they moved in.
Yeah. And there was... some people that were here for a few years. There was one family that was only here for 1 year.
It was random.
Yeah, and then they came.
Right.
Yeah. But the family that came just before, like, the 1 year people, like, they had this 2-year-old son, right?
Yeah.
And one day, my mom and my dad came back from a movie or something.
Yeah.
And the nanny for that baby, like, ran out of the house freaking the fuck out. Like, like she was, like, genuinely scared.
Yeah.
And apparently, she was, I mean, because, like, their parents were out.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was alone in the room with the baby. Yeah. And, like, she saw something in there with the baby. Yeah. And the baby was, like, crying and shit.
Yeah.
And she just, like...
So she just ran out.
And
yeah,
then,
you'd
like,
have to be...
and then my dad went in there with her.
Yeah.
And,
oh, God.
Like, and the baby was fine. Like, he wasn't even crying. He was just, like, normal.
Yeah.
And...
like, he didn't see anything, or...
Yeah, no.
Huh.
Because apparently she felt, like, dread when she walked into the room and then just saw something, but she didn't want to tell my dad exactly what she saw.
Yeah. Huh.
You know?
Like... That's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird story.
And... You know?
Yeah,
you know
and
it's
the same house.
Yeah, and it's the same house, and I think that was the room where the light was on.
Do you know which room that would be? Like,
I mean, it faces towards the street.
Right. Oh yeah, right there, like above their door.
Yeah. Yeah, like right above.
Yeah, I know which room that is.
Yeah. So.
It's always been a weird room.
Yeah. At the same time, like I don't know, like I was just kind of putting things together in my head, and I'm like, this is really not normal stuff. You know what I mean?
It is weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I just thought that was kind of cool.
Weird stuff always happens on our block.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, we should actually do a series of commentaries.
Yeah, just all the weird stuff that happens on our block, and like, because we can get in depth with each story.
It's true.
And just like cover each aspect.
Yeah. Anyways, so I guess we'll just do one of those soon.
Yeah, we will.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next, I guess, episode.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
See you guys later.
Peace.